Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are, wherever you're at in the world. Hello. Hola. Good good morning. I was gonna start the stream a little earlier, but a couple things happened. Cat jumped on my coffee table, knocked over a drink I had. Had to clean that up. And then I farted, and it was like real fucking like a rough fart. So I had to. It was so rough that I like don't have any incense. I had to light some fucking smell good candle, like I don't know what it is, like cinnamon or something or vanilla. And I kind of like it now. It's like smells good. Smells like somebody made cookies in my house, which I'm alright with. Also, shout out to my mom's for bringing me a humidifier she doesn't use anymore. My cats will not leave it. They just chill by it all the time. And to be honest, I already can feel like it's already like making it nicer in the house. So shout out to my mom for keeping my the humidity in my house nice instead of like you know, dry as a goddamn bone, because that's what happens in the winter in the Midwest. The humidity takes a vacation. So the heat and the humidity leave for the winter, and we're just left with nothing but cold wind, cold wind and disappointment, and dwindling bank accounts, or lack thereof of a bank account. Anyways, we don't even need to get started on that. But yeah, I had dinner with my mom's. She dropped some crazy truth bombs on me about her life throughout. I think subliminally playing who can top, what story they haven't told each other, the one another. And I told my mom a couple things I never told her. And she was like, damn. And it was all cool shit. It wasn't like shit. It wasn't bad shit that I had done. It was all good shit I had done. Or that had happened to me or whatever. And then she tells me some fucked up. We're eating food. And she literally tells me, yeah, when I was growing up, every night I would pray to have God come and kill me. Or just not wake up, because her parents like would like fights. Their fights were like so like crazy and shit. I guess she would pray to God every night that God would kill her. My mom tells me this shit as I'm eating an enchilada, and I'm like, Mom, this is fucked up. Like, I am so sorry. Like, but we like our food's in front of us. We're eating. Like, what the fuck? I put my fork down. Was like, you what? Like, what the fuck? So then it turned into that, which was alright. It was whatever. I'm sure whoever was if there was anybody overhearing our conversation, I'm sure they were just like, what the fuck are these two people talking about? They're fucking crazy. And to be honest, probably right. So I smoked to that. I'll smoke to a shout out to my mom's, because my mom's is the realest motherfucker I've ever met. There's no one more real than her. When she's gone, I told her too tonight. That was another thing I told her. I was like, I go, you're the only one that's kept the leash like intact. Like, I've I've gotten pretty far out there in life, but I've always stayed sort of like I can't go as hard as I want to, cause you know something might happen, and then my mom's allowed to bury me, and that's just not gonna happen. So, and I told her that. I was like, you're the only one that's like really kept me on any sort of like not even hypothetical, metaphorical leash from like either killing somebody or killing myself or just doing something really stupid, you know? And she's like, well, once I'm dead, please don't do any of these things. And I'm like, I'm not making any promises. And I told her, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna change my last name. Uh, the day after you pass away, I'm gonna go down to the courthouse and change my name, so that if I do wild out and go crazy, then there's no shame on the family. If the news, like, if I get caught up on the news and shit, it'll have my new name. It won't have the family name, so there'll be no disrespect to the family, because I don't want to disrespect either side of my family. It's not about that. It's about me living the way I want to live my life. And that's another thing we talked about today, is both sides of my family are like the most not giving a fuck, stubborn as fucking as like a dozen mules. Like, it's a dozen mules of stubbornness from each side of the family. And tough too. Apparently she told me a story about one of her uncles. One of her uncles broke his hip and had a broken hip for like 6 months, and worked on railroad, like drove spikes into railroad ties with a broken hip for 6 months. He knew it hurt, but he was like, I got this job, and I'm making this money. If I leave, and I he had to sit in a full body cast for like 3 months. You can't make any money sitting in a full body cast for 3 months. You can accumulate hospital bills, but you can't fucking make any money. So he just worked for 6 months with a broken fucking hip. I don't know what it's like to have a broken hip, but I would imagine standing or swinging a sledgehammer, driving, iron nails in, like, what the fuck, man? That's like, I can't imagine anything tougher than that. Your pelvic bones, like, it's like the most important bone thing, like bone whatever, collection of bones, or like connection of bones to other bones and shit, whatever the fuck it's called. Like, the pelvis is like, it's, without it, we're not like even human. We're like, I don't know, we're broken. So he was broken, and he still worked 10 hour, 12 hour days driving spikes into railroad ties for the railroad. Unreal. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Oh, also, 16 years old. He ran away from home, went out west, western Nebraska, got a job working on a railroad. There was an incident, he broke he like fell or something, and he just kept working. And 6 months later, that somebody was like, "You're walking funny. Go get an X-ray." X-ray him. Broken pelvic bone, completely broken. When you break a bone and you don't do anything about it, where the break is deteriorates. His pelvis had deteriorated to the point where the right leg, the connector for the right leg for the pelvic that goes in the pelvic bone had deteriorated to the point where it was gone. So how he was able to walk is literally, and I mean, if you see him walk today, he walks a fucked up way. He walks like fucking Frankenstein, you know. But yeah, whatever. Fucked up day, crazy day, just like tomorrow was gonna be, just like the next day is gonna be, and then the next day after that, and the next day after that, and over until we're fucking finally all dead. So let's smoke to that. Let's smoke to my uncle that's still alive, 84 years old, broke his hip, worked 6 months driving railroad spikes in the wood, in the railroad ties. Shout out to real tough sons of bitches. And don't think that the women on this in my family on both sides aren't tough either. They're just as tough as the men, if not tougher. So shout out to all the women on my on both sides of my family. Shout out to all of them for not taking shit, not starting shit, but also never backing down from anything, except for my dad, because my dad was a little bitch. And I found out some more shit about him today that made me, really, laid it out all on the table. That motherfucker was a bitch. And sometimes I can feel his chicken shit blood pumping through my veins, and I have chicken shit ideas like the way he would be, and it makes me want to vomit. It makes me straight up sick to my stomach, and I flush that shit ass chicken shit blood the fuck out, and I think about what really matters and what's really happening, and how that's not the right way to go. Don't be a chicken shit. If you're a man and you act like a man, be a fucking man. Act like one, be like one. Don't be a fucking little bitch. The whole time my mom was trying to be like, I don't want you to have a bad image of your father. I don't want you to hate your father, or anything. Like, I don't already hate him. Like, and it doesn't even matter that I hate him or if I don't. He's dead. Like, I could give a fuck. Like, it doesn't matter if I love him or if I hate him. He's dead. Like, why do people waste an emotion that can only be felt by people that are living? Why would you waste that emotion, or hatred too? Hatred, any kind of emotion on the dead. The only thing I think we should do about the dead is worship them. Just be like, like, know that they've been through life and then also through death, so that they are above us. Whether or not they were a good person, whether or not they were a bad person, they're dead now. They know what's on the other side of whatever this is. So we have to respect that, and we have to I think worship it an extent. Worship the fact that you know it's gonna happen to every single one of us, but once you embrace it, it's a much beautiful world that you'll see. So, cheers to that. Shout out to that. Shout out to Santa Marita. 16 minutes of fucking bullshit and no plane. Okay, I'll hit the pipe. I'm fucking kind of fucked up on pills already. I'm not really that fucked up. I've eaten like fucking 4 grams already today. I'm pretty sure. And I feel fine, so I might need to check myself on that shit. Psych! Four milligrams, not 4 grams. If I had eaten 4 grams, I'd be fucking in a coma. I don't think you could. It'd be so much. Like, what the fuck is the difference between, like, a milligram is a millionth of a gram? No? I don't know. Doesn't matter. Anyways, if I had eaten 4 milligrams of Xan, you know, I'd be like that little bitch that died the other day. Fucking fentanyl taken. You know, it's gonna fuck up Xan for everybody else that just is chill on Xan. It's the fentanyl that killed that fucking stupid retard. Trying to be like all like, you know, hang with the big timers. Nigga, you 21. You ain't no pro yet. You can't fucking, you know, you can't hang with pros and party with like pros do. You gotta build up to that shit. That's why he's fucking dead. That's why more people will die. Because they'll think that they can fucking party like, you know, motherfuckers that have been drinking lean for 15 years. Or popping pills for like 10 years or 15 years. Well, I've been popping pills since I was 13. That doesn't mean shit. Your body burned right through that shit because you didn't need it when you were like 13. When you start getting in your late 20s, your early 30s, your mid 30s, your late 30s, that shit helps. And if you take too much, you just get fucked up. Like, you just get drunk. But the fentanyl is what killed that motherfucker. You can't overdose on Xanax. I could take 4 grams of Xanax. And I'd probably go into a coma, actually. That's probably what would happen. So, it might kill me. But, how the fuck would you get your hands on 4 grams of anything? 4 grams of fentanyl. I guess fentanyl is different. Because you need more of it. Xanax is like a low dose. But yeah, he probably just took too much fentanyl, straight up. That's the shit that fucking is killing motherfuckers. Not Xanax. You can't you can go into a coma from it. You can take like 100, 125 bars, whole bunch of shit of Xan, you know? And unless you're also mixing it with alcohol, there's no fucking way you're gonna die. There's no fucking way. You're just gonna pass the fuck out and wake up like you got hit by a truck. If you keep doing it, yeah, your body's probably gonna shut down because it's unhealthy. But I don't think that's what it was. I'm pretty sure it was all that fentanyl that him and all them fucking dumb fucking kids think that they can get on. And, you know, nigga, all you need is a Tylenol. Just eat 2 or 3 extra strength Tylenols and stop being a little bitch. Oh, I'm in such pain. I'm in such pain being 21 years old and so rich and famous And men and women want to suck the cum out of my cock. I need these pain medication pills to make the pain go away because it's so painful. Oh my god, there's so many people want to suck the cum out of my dick. It's so painful. Give me a fucking break. Give drugs to people that fucking really need the drugs. Fucking stupid assholes. Bunch of rich kids. Bunch of rich fucking piece of shit fucking asshole fucking... You know, I'm glad he's dead. I hope more little fucking bitch ass fucking bitches like that do die and overdose. Fuck them. They wanna act like they're hard and then they can go hard as the pros do. They're gonna find out that's not how you do it. And I remember back when I was 21, there was cats trying to party as hard as the older cats at the time. And yeah, they like fucking overdosed or they fucking passed the fuck out and we like poured paint all over them or something or, you know, fucking pissed all over them or whatever. Who knows? Let the dog shit on them. Whatever. We were fucked up. Light their socks on fire. Make them wake up with their socks on fire. Fucking hilarious. You never seen something. You ain't never pissed your pants until you lit your friend's socks on fire while he's passed out, and then how long it takes him to realize that his feet are on fire, and how you're so fucked up that you don't even give a shit that your best friend's feet are on fire. He finally wakes up, realizes that the socks have burned off completely, and his feet are just like covered in burns. And he's like fucked up still. He like looks at his feet, he's like, did y'all burn my socks off? And they were cotton socks. We knew they wouldn't like they weren't like any other kind of material. We knew they would just burn away. They wouldn't like burn into them. They weren't like nylon or anything. And they just literally burned off of his feet, and it was just his feet. And they were all like, you know, kind of like burned kind of and shit. And he just looks up and he's like, y'all burn off my socks? And we're like, yeah. It's like, was I out through all of it? And we were all like laughing, rolling around on the floor, screaming like, yes, you were out the whole time your socks were on fire. And he's like, yo, that's crazy. And just back out. Right the fuck back out. We lost it. We were like, yo, Jake. And he was just like out. He's just like, I'm like, oh, the dude's snoring. He's out. He is out. He's snoring. He's fine. That was like the biggest like kind of like saying, oh, it's cool. He's snoring. He's all right. He'll be all right. If you're snoring, you're fine. That means you're breathing. That means you're not gonna die. If you're snoring, you ain't gonna die in your sleep snoring. I don't think so, anyways. I mean, isn't that what snoring means? It means that you're breathing, but it's just like shit's kind of fucking blocked up or whatever, and that's why it's making that noise. So it's like kind of like a signal, though, to like anybody that's awake that could be worried about them dying in their sleep. If they're snoring, you can't snore if you're dead, right? Right? Like, how the fuck would that work? You wouldn't be breathing, so you'd be dead. So you wouldn't be snoring. You know, if you snore, you snore. Straight up. You may have patterns and shit, but yeah. You snore, you snore. Anyways. Let me hit this shit again, and let me start it after 25 goddamn minutes of bullshit. It's Friday night, motherfuckers. I don't give a shit. Let's get it. Ooh. That is a nice start. 16 bombs? Right off the start? Damn. Nope, not getting that. Oh, Jesus. Fuck. I've left $1,000 behind because I at least left 500 behind because I'm a fucking idiot. Ooh, can I get back up there? Ooh, I do declare I can. Oh, maybe not. Yeah, I can't. If this is a jewel, I might have to. Nope. Alright, yeah, I'm just gonna fuck ghosts in this shit already. It'll take me too long to have to wait and shit and all that other shit. Really? That didn't blow up the shit. Really? 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 Alright. It's all good. Oh, that's not all good. What the fuck was that bullshit? Come on, give me a jewel. Oh, you cheap ass bitches. You're a bunch of cheap bitches. That's all you guys are. Alright, well, I guess I shouldn't complain. You gave me 16 or you gave me 12 a dozen bombs. So that was pretty tight. But AGs? Come on. What a horrible start. Anyways, let's keep it going. Fuck it. What's he got? What's he got? Oh, shit. Yes. What's up there? Don't like much. Ooh. Ah, fuck it. Ah. I don't know what I want to do. Fuck it. Let's play it. Let's play it like. Oh. I'll play it like that. Let's just play it like a bitch. It's whatever. I'm gonna go get that fucking them gloves just cause I like them. They tight. Nothing one spots. There's a one spot. big one spot. Oop, there's one. Pretty weird board, but a lot of good came out of it, so, and I knew there would be lots of jewels and shit after this shit, or on this board. I mean, look at them already. Definitely gonna try and ghost this shit, because I feel like, what the fuck? Oh yeah, the climbing ghost, that's why I was doing that. I was like, what the fuck? Oh yeah, this is definitely like, I only have 3 fucking bombs though. What the fuck is up with that? Or 3 fucking ropes. What the fuck is up with that? Maybe I can get back up if... Boom. Get back there. Oh, wow, that was lucky as fuck. I can't believe I did that and didn't die. That was insane. Not even gonna lie. Alright, he's done. That's good. He's gonna get rid of that. Oh yes. We're getting paid off this board. I don't give a shit. A jetpack would make it easier, duh, but... Remember, it's all about just making the ghost your bitch, which is what we're gonna do here. It's gonna make him our bitch. Make him do what we want him to do. Oh, that's it for that guy? That sucks. Oh, come on. Come on. Don't be like that. Don't be like that. What the? I went to... I bent down to pick it up. And then just drop it. Because I wasn't even sure if it had gone off or not. But just to make sure, I wanted to see. And instead, this broken fucking ass controller made me go right instead of go down, which is what I did. Oh my god. I need a new controller. Fuck my life. Sorry about wasting everyone's time at the beginning there with my rant about absolutely nothing and absolutely, probably wrong. Everything I said was probably wrong. Everything I probably said was probably stupid. Everything I said was probably a waste of time. So we'll just end the show like that, like a little bitch. And yeah, suck my dick. Have a good night.